It's time once again for Gaming with Max on Puppet. That's me. Today we're going to take a look at a fun little kids game called Snorta. Now before any of you get in on me, yes, I'm talking about a game aimed at children, that's right. It's designed for ages 8 to adult, it says, but really it's aimed at kids, let's be honest. And, you know, I don't want any of you, but Max, didn't you just do a video on Cards Against Humanity, which is a highly adult-oriented game? Yes, I did. But really, I also did a video on Apples to Apples, which is a game, let's be honest, that's aimed at more younger audiences. Because, really, I don't feel like we should limit our gaming experiences to ones that we think are just aimed at so-called adults. So-called adult gamings, not so-called adults. Not to say that you guys aren't adults out there, although, really, come on. Maybe, I mean, you know, I am a puppet that you're watching on YouTube talking about board games, so maybe, you know, think about that for a minute. Anyway, let's, you know, back to the games. I don't feel like we should, you know, limit ourselves to the types of games we play just because the age range on the box may not be what we think is us, like we're too cool for school or something stupid like that, whatever. There's a lot of fun games out there. You know, Candyland can still be a fun game if you haven't played it in a really long time. I find that games like Candyland and Monopoly, we find those games to be really boring because we played the crap out of them when we were kids. Because if you haven't played it in a long time, and then you end up playing it with your friends' kids, as your friends are wont to do. You know, they have kids as they get older, and you end up playing the game with them. And then you find out, hey, this game is not nearly as boring as I remember it being. I mean, it's not the greatest game in the world. It's definitely not, but it's still kind of fun, especially when you get into some of the story around the game, which you didn't never really notice when you were a kid. There's an actual story in there. I actually looked at Candyland the other day when I was playing it, and I thought, you know, Candyland would actually make a kind of a fun little side RPG, you know, something weird to do for a one-off game or something. Let's RPG, let's adventure through Candyland and save the king from the evil Duke Licorice or whatever he was. And I thought that would actually be kind of funny, and I may just do that one of these days. Anyway, I'm babbling. Back to Snorta. So it's a game about making farm animal noises, and let's be honest, you're sold on the game just on that premise alone. Don't lie to me, you're sold on that premise alone. I get to sit around on the table making farm animal noises with my friends. I'm in. Let's do it. Yeah, it's really, yeah, I'm sold on it already, right? So let's get in to see how it works. Okay, Snorta, the wild game of moos, meows, and more. Let's take a look at some of the stuff that comes inside the game. Check it out. There's these cool little farms. Everybody gets one farm. Here's the deck of cards. Let's take a look at some of the artwork on the cards. I like the artwork in this game because it's John Kovalek. I like John Kovalek. But check it out. There's frog, dogs, some more frogs. I know I said farm animals before. Swap card. Let's look at us. What do we got here? Cow. Here's a cow. Right? Lots of different animal cards. Okay? That's pretty cool. I like that already. Yeah, I love the artwork in this game. The artwork is great. John Kovalek's artwork is always good. Right, and then it comes with the best part, the little animal figurines. They made these little figurines based off of John's artwork. So there you go. There's the animal figurine for the cow. This is really great. I like it. So the game is pretty simple. Here's how it works. Everybody gets one animal. I've got 3 farms out here. Normally you're playing with 4 people. You want to have at least 4 people when you play. It's not really any... It's too easy if you play with less than 4 people. You can play with up to 8. That makes it really difficult. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to pick 3 animals. Here's our 3 animals. We got the cow, the pig, and the cat, right? So everybody remembers how the cow, the pig, and the cat goes, right? Moo, oink, and meow, yeah? Of course, you can try and make the sound yourself if you want to. Yeah, you can do that. And which, of course, makes it even more funny, especially if you are playing with kids, because kids love making those noises. Let's be honest, we all love making those noises, right? It's just a lot of fun. So here's how it works. Everybody gets their animal. Everybody shows everybody what their animal is. Then you hide the animal in your barn, right? I'm going to hide the animal in the barn. And then I'm going to hide my cow in my barn here. Then, right, so, and I can still see what my animal is. This is the whole idea of having the hole here in the back. Now I can still see my cow. Hi, cow. So now there's my cow. We can all see the cow, so I can remember what my animal is. But I got to try and remember, pig is in here, cat is in here, cow is in here. Now, how the game works is you take the deck of cards and you divide the deck of cards up amongst all the players. You deal them out so everybody gets an equal number of cards, but you deal out the whole deck. Then, you've got your cards in your hand. I'm just going to spread a bunch of cards out, just so you can see. I'm just going to have them here. You got the... So, here's how this works. Starting with the guy who dealt the hands out, everybody places one card, one at a time, places one card in front of them on the table. You just flip them over. Right? So you're not actually looking at the cards in your hand. You've got the deck in front of you. You just flip the card over. Bam. So I play the card on the deck. Let's try this again. So you go around the table, starting with the dealer, and everybody takes their little deck of cards they got dealt, and you flip a card over and put it down on the table. Right? Pig. Okay? Then you go around to the next person on the table. The next person flips their card over. Chicken. Okay? Now, if they had flipped over a pig... Let me see if I can find one now. There we go. I have it. There we go. Let's say they get to a pig. They flip over a pig. Now they flipped over a pig. Now, I have a pig, and they have a pig. The first person to make the noise of the animal inside the other person's barn wins that round. Right? So, we just flipped over pigs. Right? Does that mean we make the noise of the pig? No, it means I have to make the noise of the animal in their barn. Now, it just so happens that their animal is a pig, right? Their animal is the pig, right? Yes, their animal is the pig. So I would actually be okay. But if it was the cat person, I'd have to remember that they had the cat, and I have to make the cat noise. And that's where this game gets really funny, because it's confusing. You're looking at the cards, and you're thinking, oh, I gotta make the pig noise. But no, you have to match the animals on the cards before you can make a noise, but you have to make the noise of the animal in their barn, in the other person's barn. So they would have to make the cow noise, I would have to make, in this case, the pig noise, or maybe the cat noise if it was the cat person, and not the noise of the animal on the card, right? So, and that's what makes it kind of fun and confusing. So what happens when you win a match? What happens when you win? So let's say I make the animal noise of my opponent first. I won that match. What happens is I give them all the cards that I had on the table in front of me. Yeah, all the cards on the table in front of me go into his hand. So now he has even more cards, which makes it more difficult for him to win the game. You win the game by being the first person to go completely out of cards. So once you're completely out of cards, then you win. And that's it. It's pretty simple. It's a lot of fun. It's, like I said, it's a kid's game. It's aimed at kids, but it's got some really cool pieces in it. I love the artwork for the cards. John Kovac does a great job. And there you go, Snorta. Okay, and this was kind of a rambly video. I apologize for that, but it's a fun game, as you saw. I really like it. It's really aimed at kids. It's not something you want to play a whole lot of, but maybe if you and your friends are sitting around looking for something fun to do in between, you know, the next game while you're waiting for somebody else to set up Arkham Horror or something, you know, have a good time playing this. It's fun. It's worth it. Until next video, keep playing games. Bye!